a few months on, and have those buyers been working hard?
And will they have added value to their homes or not?
Let's go back and find out.
We're back in Devon and the Dartmoor Railway Inn. This pub with no beer certainly had a lot of potential. Apart from a bar area, there were lots of other rooms around the property and a courtyard at the back that was just ripe for development. It was bought for $296,000 by Steve. His family business involves buying naval bits and pieces at auctions, so he was a bit of an old hand, but was he pleased with his purchase?
I've done some big auctions before, but this time I was shaky, you know, and afterwards I nearly burst into tears, you know, because it's something I wanted dearly.
3 months later, and I've come back to the Railway Inn to see if it's turned into the platform Steve hoped it would be for his investments. The main Georgian building has been brought back to life and transformed into a family home. Upstairs, the bedrooms have all been freshened up, and the girls have clearly staked a claim on this room. Steve's retained the character of the bar area, and it now feels very snug, especially as he has dressed it up with some of his own antiques. The old pub kitchen has been completely gutted, and all this in just 3 months. So how's the work been going?
Yeah, it's going very well. We've got the kitchen in now, and we've done a couple of rooms upstairs. We're pleased with the progress, but it's very hard work. The building itself has come a lot better than I thought it would. You know, one of my best friends is a builder, and he spent a lot of time down here every night with me, and we've worked till like 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, most nights, to get it into the state it is now.
The renovation work has really moved on apace here, but during the upheaval, Hayley had some surprise news.
We've just found out that I'm pregnant again, so we're going to be bringing the front room downstairs, and my youngest daughter, she'll have the living room now, so she'll have a bigger bedroom, and the little room will be a new nursery.
Well, the hard work is really paying off. The old kitchen at the back of the main pub has been transformed, and it's already being put into action.
We enjoy cooking and we enjoy entertaining people at the weekend, so we've built the kitchen around that aspect. Like it's just not to have a small kitchen, have a big kitchen and do some nice meals, and we all sit around in the pub and have a nice party atmosphere.
The addition of a nursery hasn't distracted Steve from his overall plans for the site.
The actual pub is going to be 5 bedrooms. The place next door, which is the kitchen now, that'll be a smaller building, that'll be a 2-bedroom house. And then you're going around the corner, which is the skittle alley. That'll be quite a large place, that could be a 3 or 4-bedroom house. And then you go around the corner again, which is the cottage now, and that will hopefully be a 3-bedroom house.
The idea is for only one of the houses to have a garden, but I'm slightly worried that any potential purchaser of these houses might feel a bit overlooked by the courtyard. But Steve does intend to dress it all up.
There's a courtyard, and underneath it's horrible slate at the moment, and underneath it is the original cobbled yard, so I want to take all that up and make it into a nice big cobbled area.
But all this redevelopment is dependent on planning permission being granted. How long does Steve think that will take?
I think minimum 2 years, probably. The way planning goes on, it'll be a bit more, because there is complications within the pub, is getting a change of use. So it'll be a long-running thing.
Steve is a keen collector of memorabilia, and the pub with no beer now resembles 20,000 leagues under the sea. Has he always been an eccentric hoarder?
No, when we first met, I actually thought he was quite normal. But he's far from it. All his bits and pieces. And he's always forever, each week, bringing home something new or something different.
Yeah, you can see all my bits and pieces I've collected, and I light a fire on a Sunday, and we have a roast dinner in here, and it's great. I just love the place.
And for Hayley, there's a feeling of déjà vu about her new home.
Me and my mum and sister, we used to come back after shopping in Exeter, and we just used to sit in the window there and have lunch. So it's like really strange now that we own where we used to come here as children.
Jessica and Emily are clearly enjoying all the space their new house has brought. And as mum-to-be Hayley starts to need some rest, Steve has realised that he needs to have lock-ins at the pub.
because I haven't moved any of the bar bits and pieces, I've kept it like it is, because I like that sort of thing. We've got to keep the front door locked at all times. If you turn your back and leave the door open, people just wander in and think they're going to get a pint. Yeah, they all say, "Are you open?" and just say, "No, I'm sorry, it's not a pub anymore," and then they trundle off all embarrassed.
Well, it's time to see if Steve has been on the right track with his renovation of the Railway Inn. Let's see what two local experts think it could be worth.
Lots of potential. That is definitely the word, potential. Clearly a minefield of opportunity, but a lot of work for someone as well.
The negative aspect of it would be that you would be within a courtyard development. You're quite close to your neighbours, and you are going to be overlooking your neighbours.
Well, as I suspected, the lack of privacy here could prove a problem in this development, but Steve is more than happy with his £296,000 investment.
I look forward to coming home every day, like, you know, because I come home from work and I sit in this bar and have a beer, and the kids run around, and it's just great. I wouldn't even dream of going to the pub anymore because I got my own.
If Steve and Hayley managed to get planning permission for this development, what do the experts predict they could get for all their hard work?
If you do the maths on the resales of what it would be worth as 3 units plus the pub as a 4th unit and house, then around 600 would be where one would anticipate realising it.
Having spent almost 3 buying it at auction, the unknown is how much of the remaining 300,000 will be profit and how much of it will actually be the work needed to do the conversion.
Well, only Steve has control of that, but if he can keep his budget to around 200,000, he stands to make about 100,000 profit. Would he be pleased with that sort of figure?
Yeah, if I got 600,000, that would be very, very good for me, yeah.
Whatever the timetable for the work here turns out to be, Steve is certainly one very happy landlord. What better dream is it for a young man is not to have his own pub, you know, his own bar. Like, you know, you see a lot of houses that they've made little bars. Mine's a proper bar. Like, you know, I've got a cellar with all the beer kit in it. Like, you know, it's a dream come true, I think.